minutes in. Carry On Alice breaks their hearts again.
Pulling clear in the closing stages. Smart Call wins the Jambi Mid. And Smart Call comes home to win it in the main Johns Farms Paddock Stakes.
A warm welcome to the last edition of Breeding to Win for the year 2017. Well, as the year starts winding down, racing is still in full swing, and we saw a great performance by Snowdance, winning the Fillies Guineas last Saturday at Kenilworth Racecourse. More about that later on in the show. Right now, let's take a look at what we've got in store for you on this edition of Breeding to Win. We look back at the Fillies Guineas and catch up with the winning connections. We chat to visiting German jockey Martin Seidel. I chat to Jason Singh about the Tattersalls Mare Sale. And last but not least, we look back at the highlights of 2017.
Incroyable ici, la police qui va enlever l'arc de triomphe, 5e victoire dans la course pour Frankie Ettori.
It's storming home, one of the last possible gasps for the judge and Thriller. What a finish to the Melbourne Cup. Brave is under pressure and they turn in. It's been a relentless run, Cup. Who's going to be the last man standing?
Backing on through, then Wings of Eagles with Samoa, Wings of Eagles swooping through, and Wings of Eagles gets up to win.
His 3,000th winner.
Vodacom, Durban, July.
Pouting Sansui Samaka.
The 3-year-old daughter of Captain L's Snowdance, bred and owned by Drakenstein stud Gaynor Rupert and trained by Justin Snaith, couldn't have been more impressive in her victory in the World Sports Betting Fillies Guineas at Kenilworth last Saturday. Let's take a look at the highlights.
The Grade 1 Cape Fillies Guineas was run at Kenilworth on Saturday the 2nd of December, and what a performance Snowdance put up for the crowd. An easy winner pulling up on the line. She really had tongues wagging and the connections were clearly over the moon with their Captain L filly. Owned in partnership by Jack Mitchell and Drakenstein Stud, trained by Justin Snaith and ridden to victory by Bernard Fade Herb. Snowdance has won 3 races with 1 place from 4 starts and has already notched up some valuable stakes. Snowdance provided Justin with his 5th Fillies Guineas winner, so there was cause for plenty of celebrations. The Greenpoint Stakes was a very competitive and exciting race, seeing current Horse of the Year Legal Eagle go head-to-head, beating Edict of Nantes home. 2 great horses in action, and what a thrilling season we look to have ahead. Great to see all the big guns in action, and it really was a quality day's racing.
Well, I don't think the connections have come down off their high since Saturday's win for Snowdance in the Cape Fillies Guineas. What an impressive win it was. And with me today is one of the owners, Jack Mitchell. Jack, what a fantastic win. She absolutely blew us everybody away, won in fine style.
I know, what a privilege for Gaynor and myself to own such a lovely filly.
Well, tell us, how did you come about the filly in the first place?
We found her at Vaughan Costers at the National Yearling Sales, and I think Ross liked her a lot, and you know, John and my team liked her a lot, including the Snaith, obviously, that we walk around the sales with. And so we just got together and said, well, we're going to try and buy her.
Well, it's great. And she's a Captainelle, of course, and beautifully bred.
Yeah, out of that lovely Mystic Spring line. Yeah, fantastic.
Well, she really won with a lot in hand on Saturday. I mean, as she was coming over the line, she was easing up and looking at the crowd. So there's obviously a lot more to come, which is super exciting.
Yeah, she is. I must say, she's got terrific turn of speed.
So you own her in partnership with Drakenstein. Will the end result be to keep her for breeding, maybe at Drakenstein?
Oh, I'm sure Gaynor would definitely want to breed with her. I'm not the biggest breeder, although I think I've got more stallions than I've got mares. So
I was just going to say, you're not known for your breeding. You prefer to go and select your horse from the sales.
Yeah, I prefer going to the sales and trying to choose a horse that obviously advised by John Freeman and the Snaiths and people like that. And I do listen to their advice. But I'm not really much of a breeder because I find it so long-term and so difficult.
But you've obviously been in racing a long time, and you've got the July, the Met, the Queen's Plate under your belt. Fantastic.
Yeah, very lucky.
Well, she's only had 4 runs for 3 wins and a place, which is quite amazing so far.
Yes.
And
indeed.
features at
very
that.
Good, very good form, yeah.
Yeah, but a really, really exciting filly to have, and wonderful partnership with Drakenstein. And of course, you've got your daughter that's very keen on the racing as well.
Yeah, I might say it's an absolute pleasure to race with Gaynor. And, you know, I think we think the same about horses, and so there's never any friction at all. And as I say, terrific team.
It certainly looks like you've got a bright future with her. And she's quite relatively easy at home, I believe, according to Justin.
Apparently, very, very easy at home, yeah. Apparently she doesn't do much wrong at all. You know, I wonder how much racing she would actually take, and so one's got to be, I guess, a little bit careful. If you look at her, she's not the biggest filly, you know, in terms of weight or anything.
But as I said, we were all blown away watching her because she seemed to win so easily and pulling up and sort of appeared to be looking at the crowd, which was
well, she's definitely
exciting.
Athletic, that's for sure. Yeah.
Yes. And, you know, will she go for the Durban season as well? She's got a lot ahead of her.
I'm sure she would go for the Durban season, yeah. And, you know, I think if you look at some races there that would obviously be on her agenda would be the Fillies Guineas and maybe the Garden Province Stakes, things like that.
And it's quite special that she's by Captainelle. Obviously, we lost Captainelle earlier this year, and what a great sire he was.
Absolutely, what a terrific sire, and he really has done the business.
And we saw Nancy at the races on Saturday. She looked very chuffed as well. She must be thrilled because she really loves her horses, doesn't she?
Yes, she does indeed. She's my one child that does like the horses. My son has actually got very little interest in it. He doesn't mind coming for the party, but he's got no real interest in the horses. But as you say, Nancy's terrifically interested.
Well, thank you, Jack, for taking the time to chat to us this morning, and we wish you all the best with Snowdance in the future. I must say the whole of the racing industry are watching Snowdance closely and looking forward to seeing her perform for the rest of this season and hopefully in Durban as well.
Justin Snaith settled his 5th Cape Fillies Guineas winner on Saturday in the form of Snowdance, and what an impressive win it was too. Justin, she really, really is a smart filly. Thank you very much for letting me ride her this morning. What a privilege. She's gorgeous, she's big, she's got a lovely temperament, she's got everything going for her.
Yes, look, I thought it was about time a pretty person rode her, so, you know, it's time for Bernard to move over. But she hasn't put a foot wrong. you know, she's gone to the front in races. She's tucked in, so you know, there's very little chinks in her armour, which I enjoy, because you know, you're always looking for a way that the guys can beat you, and she's making it very difficult. So you know, actually Bernard in the morning of the race, I said, "Oh, Bernard, what are you expecting today?" He says, "No, listen, he's heard a few jockeys. They think he stole the race last time, and he said, I got bad news for them. I'm going to win by further." So I thought, okay, quite confident, and she duly did exactly what he said.
She did, and she looked to be really easing up on the line and looking around.
Yes, I was a little bit concerned at the time, because she seemed to change legs and get a bit of a fright. There's a few advertising boards, and she must have had a good look at them. But when I saw that she was changing legs just to move over a little bit, then I understood, okay, nothing to worry about. So, and she's pulled up beautifully, and as I said, just an absolute pleasure. This family, you know, you always look and think, oh, how good can they be, and then you got to go back. That's when the families count. So, you know, like all my good fillies, the pedigrees back up when they're good, and that means that they can be very good. So we'll see where the limits are in the future.
Well, she won with plenty in hand, and of course you had the second in the race as well, and she's pretty decent as well.
Yes, as I said, I mean, it sounded arrogant in a way, but it was just the feel that the only horse that could maybe match Snowdance was a stable companion, and she was 20-1 at the time. I don't think she started 20-1, but also there, you know, she's by Street Cry. The potential is just, we just need to harness her a little bit. She's a little bit quirky in the beginning of a race day. So as soon as I calm her down, she'll be aimed at the Paddock Stakes, and certainly a filly that I think as we go on, she's just going to get better and better.
But Snowdance got lovely owners, Jack Mitchell and Drakenstein. You couldn't get better than that. Exactly.
You know, they're all involved in breeding. You know, obviously Jack's got his stallions like Ventura and Legislate Jackson and things like that. And then you've got Gaynor with obviously probably one of the most beautiful farms in the country. So that you can have all that, but you've got to have the stock. So, you know, just to... for them to get a filly like this is just, and for me to be the trainer is just, it's an absolute bonus and a privilege that we've got such a good little click at the moment where it's making us very strong. You know, we've got someone like Bernard who, you know, in a Group 1, he's the guy you want. So you take that, you've got the horses, you've got the owners. We're very, very fortunate at the moment.
And having only had the 4 runs, I mean, she's got plenty of mileage on her.
Well, that's it. You know, Jack at the time said, don't nominate. And then at one stage, Jack had 7 juvenile runners, 7 winners, champion 2-year-old colt, champion 2-year-old filly. And I phoned Jack. I said, Jack, when am I allowed to let mine loose? and so the best thing we did was wait. And as you're saying, she's only had 4 runs, and we missed gallops purposely so that we could always just have that little extra. So we've always saved. So we always know every time we go, we got something better. And as I said, you know, be just looking forward to the Sun International Met Day.
Well, you had a super day on Saturday. Stable's really in form and flying, and your horses looked out of this world this morning. So the rest of the season looks good at the moment.
It does. As I said, from the beginning of the season, we've come in with a different approach. We've changed things, which is hard because we have been quite successful, but we're always looking for that next gear. And we've taken a risk, and so far it's paying off. But we obviously, it'll only prove whether we're right or wrong come Met Day. So fingers crossed until then.
Bernard Fade Herb rode Snowdance to victory in the Fillies Guineas this last weekend, and what an impressive win it was too. She really is an impressive filly, isn't she, Bernard?
Yes, she's a real smart filly, and she's just showed in her last race, you know, that the previous win wasn't no fluke. She reproduced that run again, and she really smashed them, which was really impressive. And if she keeps on improving like that, who knows how good she could be.
It was very impressive. You looked to actually be sort of easing up on the line, and she was looking at the crowd.
Yes, with about 150 to go, I felt that I was running away from the field, so I just eased up a little bit, and she actually saw the winning post and started to slow down a little bit quicker than I wanted it to. But all in all, it was a good win, and I'm just so glad that she's taken the race well, and now we're just looking forward to her next run.
I hope you get to stick with her in the future. Could weight be a little bit of an issue?
Yeah, I think looking at the program and where they're going to go with her next race, I probably won't be able to ride her because she won't get my weight. But let's hope after that I'll get back on her again and take it from there.
You've ridden some decent fillies in your time, Bernard. How do you rate Snowdance?
Yeah, she's really good. She's just as good, if not better, as Ebony Flyer and the likes of Sun Classique.
Well, she's only had the 4 starts and impressive at that, so she really does look to have a bright future, doesn't she?
Yes, definitely. I'm looking forward to see how she does in the future.
Not only has it been a fantastic day's racing here today, including the Fillies Guineas, but it's been Ladies' Day up here in the Peninsula Room on Kenilworth Racecourse. And Tammy Gilmore, who works for Kenilworth Racing, was big into the organisation of this event. Tammy, it's gone really well, hasn't it?
It has, it definitely has. It's been, the ladies have had a fantastic day and it's gone beyond my expectations.
And you've had auctions and raffles and fashion shows.
We've had a fantastic fashion show from hip hop. We've given away lots of prizes, dancing competitions, and we've had the bras, and we're going to do our auction soon.
It's really been a buzz up here. I can even hear them now calling things out, and there's more raffles and things going on, obviously.
Yes, it has. We've been very lucky to have Jenny Morris and Dr. Darren Green as our MCs for the day, and they've really done a good job.
Richmond Stud had a table here for Ladies' Day in the Peninsula Room at Kenilworth. How was your day, girls? It looks very, very festive.
We've had a fantastic day, thank you. We actually want to be back in there because they're all doing a little bit of dancing in there. So we're here just discussing how much fun we've had. We've had 10 different ladies there. Hopefully they'll buy some race horses. But otherwise, if they don't, it's been great fun.
And you, Amanda, good day?
Fantastic day. Belinda's missing her pineapple crown that she made, custom made.
Well, the boys are all away in Newmarket buying and spending all their money at the sale, so I hope you ladies have been spending up here.
Absolutely. That pineapple cost me a lot of money.
Well, Nadia has been modelling some of the beautiful, beautiful fashions here at Ladies' Day today. Nadia, you look beautiful. Where did this outfit come from?
Thank you. Hip Hop has been one of the sponsors today, and basically just to show that real women can wear real fashion and look beautiful.
It's been a marvellous day up here, hasn't it, in the Peninsula Room? Really, everyone looks bubbly and having a jolly time, and the racing's been brilliant too.
Absolutely. It was such a nice girly day out. All the friends sitting and placing one or two little bets that we don't even know how to do, but we so enjoyed it. Absolutely loved it.
Darren is with me now, and he's been flat out singing for these lovely ladies all afternoon. In fact, you've hardly got a voice left.
Yes, it's getting a bit hoarse now, but it's been magnificent. Thank you.
I believe you're a doctor. That's your main career.
Yes, it is indeed. Thank you. I actually am a real doctor. Some of them don't believe that, but I am.
You obviously enjoy your singing. Is this your first time racing?
No, it isn't actually. I hosted the event 2 years ago as well. And I've done a few other charity fundraisers here at Kenilworth Racecourse, so it's good to be back.
I've got Natalie with me now. She's never been racing before. She was invited here today by Jenny Morris. And have you had a really good day?
I've had a fabulous day, and I've learned how to place bets, which has been quite exciting.
Well, it's certainly the way to do it, because this room looks like it's been pumping all day. It's been so much fun, good food, good wine, good vibes.
Definitely. It's been a lot of fun, made a lot of friends. And had a really good ladies' day, definitely.
Will we be seeing you on track again?
You will definitely be seeing me on track again. The bug has bitten me.
Norma and Nunok are here at Ladies' Day, and I believe, listening to the loudspeaker, you've just won something on your table.
Yeah, it was actually nice because we didn't win anything, and then they said it's Constantia wine, and she goes,
"Oh, I love a Constantia," and here you go.
Wine under the
burger.
Frida's with me now. She's just going to collect her ticket for the winning bet on Legal Eagle in the Green Point. Frida, this is your second time you've been to this event, and it's quite amazing, isn't it?
It is amazing. I was here for my first time last year. I came back this year, so here we go.
And you're obviously getting used to this betting lark.
I am indeed.
But it's been, apart from the horses, it's been a great day, hasn't it? You know, for the ladies, with lots of things going on, auctions and draws and all sorts of things.
Yes, it has been. The ladies are having absolute fun today, and giving to charity, obviously, it's one of the main things for today, so we're very happy.
Well, Ladies' Day is not over here yet at Kenilworth. They're about to start dancing and more festivities. So I could see these ladies going on till quite late in the evening, but they have all had an absolutely awesome time, which is great. And I hope to see these ladies on course more often.
Great fight and determination. We've witnessed a really first-class performance.
Soft falling rain is drawing clear. Soft falling rain has won the Godolphin Mile.
Under pressure that early, deep, and still keep finding in the straight. It just shows you how good this horse is and what heart he's got.
Welcome back to the Breeding to Win show. As we know, the Tattersall's December Mares sale took place last weekend, where some top quality mares were sold over 3 days. Now, Grant Knowles on the previous show chatted to Jason Singh, and it's my pleasure to welcome Jason back to the Breeding to Win show this week to tell us more about those sales. Welcome, Jason.
Yes, it's been a fantastic week.
And obviously the sales with some top quality horses went very well.
Yeah, fantastic. I mean, we set a European record for a thoroughbred at public auction with the superstar filly Marsha making 6 million guineas, which was, I think, beyond anybody's expectations.
You also had some nice South African representatives at the Tattersall's Mare sale this year. Did they buy anything? Did they get involved?
Yeah, absolutely. We had Wayne Kieswetter and his team, his sons, and Craig Carey from Highlands Farm, who are all up here buying under the Barnane Stud banner, and they bought 3 different horses, a couple of fillies and a broodmare, and they're very active.
Fantastic. And obviously that's going to certainly help our breeding here in South Africa as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And the other, Dana Rupert was also up here from Drakenstein, and she had a good go at a few of the big mares, and I think she bought a filly as well that maybe will go to training with Ed Dunlop.
What was the top price, Jason, at the sale?
The top price was 6 million for Marsha.
Sure.
We had 11 horses that made 1 million guineas or more, and I think it was more than we've ever had at any broodmare sale before.
So I mean that's fantastic, because the way the economy and the world economy is at the moment, I mean that's fantastic news for the racing industry on a whole. Yeah,
the bloodstock industry never fails to surprise and amaze, and at the moment it is for good quality bloodstock. There is huge demand worldwide from all different parts of the world. The fantastic thing on that top price filly Marsha was that people who tried to buy her came from Australia, South Africa, America, the Middle East, and eventually it was an Irishman who succeeded. So it's a great indication of the global nature of demand for top quality bloodstock.
And also great to see so many international buyers from all different parts of the world as well.
Yeah, we get buyers to this sale from 30 different countries, and have for many years. People who are looking to come and buy fillies and mares to take back to their own country to be foundation mares for the next 10 or 20 years. So it's a great recommendation for the sale, and it's a fantastic melting pot and meeting place for breeders and racehorse owners from throughout the world.
It's amazing when you see everybody going to the sales, how small the racing world actually becomes.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there's no we all in a global industry.
Yeah.
Everybody recognises that. Everybody, certain types of pedigrees, everybody's familiar with. The great races of Europe, everybody's familiar with, and what is a massive global industry can also feel a very small, industry as well sometimes.
Jason, thank you so much for your time, once again being on the Breeding to Win show, and we wish you well over the festive season. If you're travelling, travel safely.
Brilliant. Thank you. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you.
Again soon.
Thank you, Jason Singh from Tattersall's Bloodstock. The 23-year-old German jockey Martin Seidel is currently visiting South Africa on a working holiday. The Breeding to Win team catches up with him to find out more.
Martin Seidel is the jockey from Germany who is riding in Cape Town for the next few months. I'll be lucky enough to ride some work with Martin this morning, and Martin is here just to fill us in on the history of his riding career and what he's going to be up to for the next few months. Martin, you've been riding in Germany for some while now.
Yeah, I'm riding around about 10-11 years now. I was apprentice in Munich. Yeah, Munich is the town is famous for the Oktoberfest. There I grew up also, and yeah, then my way goes up to Cologne. That's I say the main station for German racing. All the big trainers, they based in Cologne or around Cologne, like my trainer Markus Gluck. He is a private trainer for a big stud.
And at just 23, you've ridden in some quite big races already.
Yes, I had around about 7 or 8 group winners now in Germany. I had a group winner in Italy. I won the Italian Sangleccia in Milano. It was nice last year. And yeah, I'm still waiting for a Group 1 win. I won Group 2, Group 3 listed race, but no Group 1 winner. So.
Well, you've got to ride in the Fillies Guineas here in Cape Town. You've got a Grade 2 ride as well at the weekend, so let's hope you can get one notched up. But your trip out here is a holiday until February, and did that come about because of Andreas Jacobs at Main Chance Farms?
Yes, I was talking to him last year in Baden-Baden when the big meeting was there. I won a big race, and his horse, he was the breeder of the horse, finished second. And then I was talking to him, and he said to me, if I want to come here for the winter time, it's no problem. And yeah.
And you've been out to Main Chance. It's a lovely farm, isn't it?
Yeah, I've been there last week for 2 days. Lovely farm, lovely farm.
And you've got Glenn Hatt looking after you. You're staying with him, and you couldn't have a better man to show you around.
Yes, that's true. That's true. Before I came here, I only had the name Glenn Hatt, so I really, I don't know him. But yeah, he is and was one of the best jockeys here over in South Africa, and yeah, that helps me a lot, because he knows everyone, and he showed me the people, I can talk to them, and like here, the Bass stable or Ramsden stable, he took me there to these stables, and yeah, I got, since I'm here, a couple of nice rides.
And how are you finding the track so far and the way of riding here?
The tracks are perfect. If you go to Durbanville or you go here to Kenilworth, top, first class. Because on the TV, when I watch the races over here in Germany, sometimes the tracks look like they're very fast, and the ground is very hard. But no, it's normal, good ground, perfect. So that's the difference to Germany, because a lot of time we have soft ground, very soft, because it's a lot of rain, and only in the summertime we have a track like this here, and here you have it most of the time, like every day.
Well, you've had a few rides. You've been creeping closer and closer to the winner's box, so let's hope you get there on Saturday. But how do you deal with this wind we have in Cape Town? It's quite strong, isn't it?
Yeah, he's very strong, but you don't have the wind every day, so it's okay. It's not too bad.
And you're staying here till February. I assume when you go back, your season starts to hot up in Germany.
Yeah, the main season starts at middle to end of March on the turf, and right now we have 2 tracks. The racing in the winter, and that's like America, dirt, sand tracks. Yeah, but I use the time of the winter, to come here and get some new experience in the racing and met some new people. And
are you enjoying the country?
Yes,
country itself?
Yes, I love it. I have to say it, I love it. So I don't know if the season, how the season in Germany this year is for me, and possibly I come back for the winter again here.
Well, I'm really looking forward to riding this piece of work with you. We're going to battle the winds out there, but we wish you all the best for the rest of the season, or your time here, and your season when you get back to Germany.
Yeah, I go back 6th or 7th of February. I have to look when my plane, I don't know the date,
Yeah. Well, we wish you all the best, and I must compliment you. Your English is magnificent.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Let's go and get on our trusty steeds.
Yes.
Thank you.
horse produces a quality, precocity, and soundness. Whether they win at 2 years old, 3-year-old, 4-year-old, 5-year-old, 6, they just keep on running.
Taking the lead now for Rosie Novrovnik in the Secretariat Stakes. Admiral Kitten on top.
He's a stallion, he's by Galileo, who's the best stallion in the world. He's out of a Pivotal mare, who's Pivotal's the best stallion in England. He's a great horse.
The United States now striding freely, just well clear with 100 metres to go.
Persuasive on the outside of Wuhader. Winter's kicking on the far side though. She's so tough. Hydrate is coming out of low and one.
The United States being tackled by Haraki. The United States repelling the challenge of Haraki. And the United States draws clear to win the round at by 3/4.
Well, what a year 2017 has been on the racing calendar. We've seen some amazing progresses from horses, some great finishes and top class racing. Let's take a look at some of the highlights. Well, that brings our last edition of Breeding to Win for 2017 to an end. On behalf of the Breeding to Win team, we'd like to wish you and your loved ones a happy festive season and all the very best for 2018. Until next year, good night and God bless.
Carry on Alice breaks their hearts again.
Pulling clear in the closing stages. Smart Call wins the Jambi Mid. And Smart Call comes home to win it in the main Johns Farms Paddock Stakes.